So let's get to it then. When it rains. An uncharacteristic stillness permeated the streets of Megalopolis. The Iron Legacy had finally been stopped, and the exhausted heroes paused to catch their breath. The few remaining innocent citizens began to peer out their windows to see if it was safe. Suddenly, a crack of thunder shattered the silence as an unnatural purple glow illuminated the cloudy sky. Grand Warlord Voss against Sacrifice Tempest. Price of Freedom Wraith, that's who that is. Team Leader Tachyon, Freedom 6 Bunker, and Freedom 6 Absolute Zero. Or Elemental Wrath Zero, I don't remember. In Megalopolis. And it's advanced. Yeah, it's X Unity, and it's also base expansion, or not base expansion, but base game only. Base villain, base environment, base heroes. The variants are, there. Which normally you can only unlock with Shattered Timelines, so... Here we go! Oh, and it's not a randomized game. So what hijinks is he doing? Is he putting out all the Genebound guards to start with? You seem a bit worse for wear, old foe. Or will you be hiding behind your little friends?
I have seen time and space, and yet you still return to menace me and my people. No more.
Onward! So advanced rules. Reduce damage dealt by heroes by 1, and at the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. Sick. So he's putting 5 minions into play. And reduce damage to Grand Warlord Voss by 2 for each minion in play. Thank you for the Tempest compliment. I've been taking to trying to come up with silly voices for these heroes. Alright, so Tempest has Chain Lightning into the stratosphere, Reclaim from the Deep, and Shielding Winds. Wraith has Mega Computer, Razor Ordnance, Smoke Bombs, and Throwing Knives. Tachyon has Lightspeed Barrage, 2 Nimble Strikes, and a Research Grant under a Pure. And Bunker has an Adhesive Foam Grenade, 2 Auxiliary Power Sources, and an External Combustion. So once again, a Bunker game where he starts with no weapons! Yeah! Alright, so I think my settings are still set up for me to see cards. Yeah. I might lower message display time by a bit. But it doesn't really matter. Alright. He's playing 5 minions. We have Genebound Frosthound, Genebound Iron Lancer, Genebound Firesworn, Genebound Psyweaver, Genebound Shock Infantry. Oh, that's sort of, well, not really 5 different elements. I guess he has all sorts of elements. Alright, and his card play. TCF Conqueror. Shit, dude. A lot of damage. Woohoo! Alright, so this is 2 to all. This is 3 to the lowest. This is sort of an important choice because whoever is made lowest is probably going to be lowest for a while. I mean, we have smoke bombs at least. So I guess, yeah. We'll hit Wraith because reasons. And then net hits Tachyon, and then 2 to all. And then who's considered to have the highest? Again, a choice. We'll hit 0. And then this is 3 to all. Woohoo! Alright. What an exciting and dazzling opening round. So the good news is we can sort of external combust, except that's not going to kill these guys because of damage reduction. And it's not going to hit the Genebound's Firesworn because he's immune to fire. But external combustion is going to do himself 1 and each non-hero target 2, which is that bad. We have Into the Stratosphere, which could help us get the TCF Conqueror out of the way for now, but I mean, he's gonna... We would rather, you know, get rid of him. If I kill Wraith and leave exactly one gene-bound person in play, her power to return one ongoing to the top of its associated deck will neuter Voss. True story. Permanent -3. Yeah, put one ongoing card on top of his associated deck. So once he plays, you know, the card that draws minions, we could freeze him. But that doesn't seem like progress. If this were GI Bunker, we wouldn't really care. Let's think. Yeah, it's also Megalopolis, which loves to make us stop playing cards, which is not good. So currently, Tachyon is not going to be able to deal damage. The only way Wraith can deal damage is via Razor Ordnance. We have onboard module installation. How much is... You have been dealt 3 fire damage, so Coolant Blast is not a bad idea. It's going to do 2. I don't know. I feel like External Combustion is probably a wise play. However, we're not really going to be able to take out the TCF Conqueror this round, so... I'm trying to think if it's worth external combusting. Because sort of the issue though is that if I do that, and then he plays, you know, the card that draws minions from his trash, that's not gonna work well. But there's a lot of damage going on with these cards. A lot of damage. Oh boy, alright. I'm trying to think. What's my best play here? I feel like I have to... Like, I'm spending a lot of time right here because I feel like what I do now is going to affect the rest of the game a lot. If I play External Combustion, this is actually going to reduce each minion down to 1. Which isn't that great. This just destroys ongoing cards. Alright, it's just ongoings. We're not playing ongoings except for... I mean, Research Grant would be the only one. So I don't really have to worry so much about that. Coolant Blast would be nice to play, but I could play... I could draw for Isothermic Transducer. And then anytime Absolute Zero is dealt fire damage, I can send it to TCF Conqueror's way. Because this is 3... unfortunately, I won't really be able to get him to be the highest. That's not really going to hit him. But at least this would be able to redirect TCF Conqueror's damage a little bit. See, so I'm like super paranoid because I don't want to lose Mint, obviously. So Razor Ordnance will be able to take out one thing. Chain Lightning will take out... We could probably choose it to take out the Genebound Firesworn just to make sure that it's dead. And then we can reduce 2 of these to a point where External Combustion will take them out. Except for the Genebound Shock Infantry because he's immune to that. And Wraith with Razor Ordnance can take out 1, and Absolute Zero can take out 1 with his base power, so I don't need to worry about Coolant Blast just yet. So 1, 1, and probably 3. So I should be able to set that up. So Chain Lightning, hit the Gene Bound, and then hit whoever Absolute Zero can't hit, just to make sure. Because that's cold damage, right? Yeah. And then anyone, it doesn't really matter between these two, we'll hit this one. And then this power is not useful because I can't destroy a card because I have none. I mean, I think technically by the reading of the card I can destroy myself because it's one of my cards. So I can destroy myself for free. Although I don't think that's how it's exactly programmed. And we have a Lightning Slash. Alright. So Razor Ordnance, and we can use this to hit whoever we didn't hit previously. So the Gene Bound Ion Lancer? No. Well, doesn't really matter. But we'll hit this one. And we'll draw Razor Ordnance. Okay. Tachyon. I think Nimble Strike to get it in my trash and a card draw. And we draw a Research Grant, and now everyone can draw cards. Oh, it didn't ask to choose for me. I thought it would do that. Apparently that's different now. Alright. Elemental Subwave Inducer. Another Razor Ordnance. Quick Insight. Recharge Mode. Isothermic Transducer. And we get a Fleet of Foot! Alrighty. So now we can externally combust. The order of this is not going to matter because I'm not going to be able to deal damage to Voss. Well, I guess I could try really hard and still fail. Bonk, bonk. At least if one of the thingies comes out, I can into the stratosphere it. And I could discard a mode card to destroy an ongoing card. So hopefully Absolute Zero can draw the thing that lets him do things. Maybe. Maybe. No. And we get Grenade Launcher. He has a weapon! Oh my god! Bunker in a one-shot with a weapon? What is this madness? I could play Onboard Module Installation, but it's gonna shuffle my deck. So, let's just stick with what Absolute Zero's deck order is, because I'm just going to assume maybe there's a chance that the golden cards are currently on top of his deck, and Onboard Module Installation is actually a trap. So we're gonna Isothermic Transduce, and then we will hit the Gene Bound Ion Lancer. Yay! I did a thing with stuff. Deal each hero target 4 fire, then look through the environment trash for impending casualty and put it into play. So, yeah. Okay. Gene Bound Chalk Infantry and... Oh, hit someone first. Who's considered at the highest? Well, whoever's going to be hit by this is also going to be the lowest. So, Bunker. And then a Gene Bound Soldier. Alright. Worse things could have happened. So I can actually take out one of these guys. This deals highest 2, this deals highest 3. But he's immune to projectile damage, so Wraith wouldn't be able to take him out with Razor Ordnance. I want to keep into the stratosphere. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know. So We basically have to wail on Voss, right? I mean, we have to take out the TCF Conqueror at some point in this game, right? Because 3 damage to all and 1 ongoing destruction per round is sort of awful. At the same time, we have to kill Voss before he does bad, awful things. And he's doing a lot of damage himself. I don't know. This is the difference of 1 HP. So I'm going to hit the one that Wraith can't hit. Alright, and I have to take out minions at least in order to be able to even hit Voss. Hey, Bunker's already down to 9. Woohoo! Alright. I think we should lightning slash. Nope. Let's see. How much damage can we get on the... And we also have this fucker. Targeting innocence. I just realized you can't see my mouse. I can at least smoke bombs, which will help with Bunker. I can make a computer, and now it's going to do 3 to all. Jesus, Jiminy, Christmas. Alright, there's a lot of things I have to deal with. A lot of damage going around in many places. Well, Absolute Zero has been dealt 3 fire damage. Not that that really means anything. 4 fire damage to all is worse than 3 fire damage to all. So if we're going to take out either the Conqueror or Innocence, we're taking out Innocence. So is there a way to take out both? Probably should have targeting Innocence with the fire damage, but it's too late. Lightning Slash will do 5. Razor Ordnance will do 3. And Elemental Wrath will do 2. So that's enough to take out targeting Innocence. TCF Conqueror is immune to melee damage, though. So Nimble Strike wouldn't hit it, but currently Tachyon's not really going to be doing all that much. It's not immune to projectile, so Grenade Launcher can hit it. And Grenade Launcher will be able to hit Genebound Shock Infantry. And it can do 1 to targeting Innocence. So I could Nimble Strike the targeting Innocence, and then Elemental Wrath can hit the TCF Conqueror. That seems slightly better. So Slash, Razor Ordnance, Nimble Strike, Grenade Launcher will take out targeting Innocence. So that's what I have to do. Yeah, I currently do not like this one shot. Vicious Cyclone. Okay. Smoke bombs. Ordnance. Okay. Alright, Fleet of Foot. Let's give us some options. Grievous Hailstorm. Good. Suit Yourself. Alright. HUD Goggles. Upgrade Mode. And another onboard module installation. Okay. So I'll tell you what. HUD Goggles. I can do 2 damage. Well, I was nimble striking. That's what we were gonna do. We draw a hypersonic assault. Okay, that's somewhat useful. And then everyone draws a card. Otherworldly resilience. Good. Damage reduction. Micro targeting computer. Yay! Damage augments. Sonic vortex. Good. More damage. Turret mode. And another isothermic transducer. The top of your deck is awful. Why did I do that? Accelerated assaults. grenade launcher. And we will hit you. And I'll hit you. And I'll hit you. Woohoo! Another turret mode. Lots of means of destroying ongoing cards on Bunker's end, but currently not a good way of exploiting that fact. Okay. The top of your deck has been awful. I have 3 onboard module installations, so I am thinking we're just going to go ahead and shuffle. Because this gives me options. Cryo chamber. Take a null point. Thermal shockwave. Take a null point. Isothermic. Take a null point. Okay, now what? Are you the highest yet? No, you're not. Thermal shockwave. That requires me. Well, it doesn't require me, but null point would be nice to have first. With 75% of my modules drawn, I can at least get good draws. Yeah. I kind of don't know what to do. Because TCF Conqueror is going to do another 3 to all. Actually, so I can hit Tempest first, and then I can target Bunker, which will redirect to 0, which will allow me to hit the Conqueror, and then he can hit 0, which we can redirect to the Conqueror, so he'll have been dealt 5 fire damage, so at that point, Coolant Blast will do 5, so that's another 5 to the TCF Conqueror. It's just going to require us to go through a world of hurt. Ah. All right, we'll go with with a null point. And we'll hit you, maybe. Well, this is going to do another 3. I want to take him out because I can. Not because I need to, but because I can. Hero cards cannot be played. Woohoo! Now's the time to do things. The first time a minion enters play each turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Woohoo! Oh, good. More fire damage. Unfortunately, now I can't get out the thing that does things. But I am in a world of hurt right now. I don't know. This Conqueror has been a pain in my side long enough. And no, good. Genebound Guard. Excellent. And oh, that was a minion, so we played the top card. Yep, okay, cool. Alright. We'll once again do that game. This is awful. This is awful. I can at least get rid of the Genebound Guard this way. Who's considered to have the lowest? This at least redirects. It doesn't really matter. It's going to redirect. I mean, it doesn't have to redirect, but we might as well. And we'll put it on Wraith because you're the one with smoke bombs. This is awful. Damn. Alright, I am gonna... Oh, I can't play cards. Excellent! Well, I don't have cards to destroy, so we're just gonna skip and draw 2. Shielding Winds and Cleansing Downpour. Oh, good. Now I can recover HP if I can survive yet another round somehow. 3 puts him down to 6. Grenade Launcher puts him down to 4. And Elemental Wrath will put you down to 2. I want you gone. I just want you gone. Do 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 do. Bum 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 ba-dum. Yeah, I might as well do this. This is better than your base, just skipping. Electrical Storm, Grappling Hook. I don't really feel like this is going to matter for long. Fleet of Foot, Recharge Mood, and Frostbound Drain. The game's not over, though. I should not say that, but we're all in single digits, except for Tachyon for some reason. Alright. At least 2 to you. And the Quark Drive Translocator is awful. Eventually, I'm going to be more set up, maybe. Or maybe I'm playing this game awfully. I don't know. Can't play cards, so let's do 2 to the TCF Conqueror. And somehow, some way we'll destroy him, probably by redirecting fire damage to you. We all agree to discard a card. We'll get rid of a Shielding Winds. He doesn't have equipment destruction, does he? He had ongoing destruction, but it wasn't equipment destruction. Right? So I can safely discard a Razor Ordnance because there's nothing destroying equipment other than by Wraith. Discard a Burst. I would discard Sucker Punch, but it might actually have use in this game. We'll get rid of an Accelerated Assault. Oh yeah, and equipments are also safe, so we'll just destroy the Grenade Launcher. Although I could have done something like discard an equipment and then played it, but too late. It's too late! If I put an equipment in my trash, I could someday draw the card that lets me draw from my trash. Oh, like modular realignment. So I can put Cryo Chamber into trash safely. Hostage situation is destroyed! Oh, baby! Absolute Zero can't do the fire trick now! I don't care. I'm gone. Yes! Oh good, Smoke Bombs is dead. Bye, Tempest. I really don't think it matters. Oh no, it might matter. Zero survives! Woohoo! So what can we do? Can we do any goddamn thing? I can destroy an environment card, so we could have Zero be useful. We could have a power use to maybe do something like deal 1 non-hero target 2+1 -1 melee damage, which will not let me hit the TCF Conqueror anyway. Draw a card, play a card, shuffle a trash into its associated deck. That's actually semi-useful. Sort of. Draw a card, destroy one ongoing card, put one card from the trash on top of their deck. And then 0. I really don't think there's a means of surviving this. What is... So you're doing 3 energy at the start. I am okay. I think the strat for this, so let's learn from this so we can get a near mint, because we still have 2 more attempts at near mint. The strat is not going to be to let him flip. He flips if there are no minions in play. So we will have damage reduction, but he's only playing 1 card per turn. I need to wait until I'm more properly set up in order to be able to proceed. So I forget what were the starting cards, but what I did to get rid of 5 at the start of the game, I could modify it and get rid of 4. And yeah. And so we know what the environment's playing. He starts with targeting innocents, and then he plays hostage situation. Obviously, you want to try to avoid hostage situation by any means. If it's at least for 1 round, that's fine. I really don't like incapping heroes. I know it's like a strategy to incap a hero so their incap abilities, because their incap abilities could be better than anything else they're capable of, but honestly, like, I don't like killing my own friends. Call me silly, but I want to avoid going that route if possible. And I mean, from what Handelabra has said, they like putting out one-shots where there's like more than one way of doing things. There's not only one way of playing a one-shot. There are several strategies that can work. So what? Alright, so what was... So Bunker was going to be playing... Or part of the way of getting all but 1 destroyed was for Bunker to play whatever his self-destruct card was. So just modify that to not take out all 5. I'm just gonna abort this. This is RIP. I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of claiming me like that. We're gonna start this again though. So the Frosthound, the Ion Lancer, the Firesworn, the Psyweaver, and the Shock Infantry. The Firesworn is probably the best one to keep, in all honesty. Especially if we can try to set it up so 0 has the highest HP most of the time. Alright, good night, Don. Thank you for stopping by. So this choice obviously doesn't matter. I mean, it's not even a choice. It's just choose all. The Ion Lancer was a choice. So I remember it was like, what? It was Wraith that had the ongoing thing on her back. Yeah, because I mean, it's going to be better to just leave 1 minion out until I'm more set up, because even though I'm having less damage output, I wasn't hitting Voss in that previous game, so... I don't know, I'm more inclined to hit Wraith. And then this isn't a choice. But then I think the next one was a choice. Yeah, it was a choice between 0 and Bunker. I think I hit 0 last time, but I think that wasn't wise because whoever was the highest... Or no, this is on his flip side that he does the damage. Never mind. So if we keep the Genebound Firesworn in, he's going to do 2 fire damage to 0, which at least comes out as 1 cold if I get out the isothermic transducers. So we're going to hit Bunker with this. And then this is 3 to all. Alright. We didn't play Into the Stratosphere last time. I hoarded that in order to... To what? What was I hoarding that for? I was hoarding that so I could hit Voss with Genebound Shackles, I think, ultimately. Clearly that's not going to work out, but at least on the front side, this will, you know, control his next turn. So I have that advantage if I keep him on his front. I played Chain Lightning last time, but I could play Shielding Winds and destroy it to draw 3 and then 1 more. Because there is a Cleansing Downpour in here that will eventually be useful. The question is, so Chain Lightning was probably, I think it was an essential part of this plan to get, it was essential to get all the minions destroyed, but yeah, so I did the 4 on the Genebound Firesworn. I could do the 4 on the TCF Conqueror now. Because then I'm doing the same thing, except I'm not hitting the Genebound Firesworn. So that should be better. Should be. TCF Conqueror. And then... 0 can't touch the Frost Hound, although that doesn't fully matter because it's fire damage anyway. It's basically whoever isn't the Genebound Shock Infantry. And then don't destroy a card, and we draw the Lightning Slash. So then Razor Ordnance to take out the Genebound Psyweaver. Or not take out, but to reduce it by 3. Right, so Elemental Wrath has to hit the Genebound Shock Infantry. We get the other Razor Ordnance. We Nimble Struck. I still think that's the good play, even though it's going to do 0. Then we draw the Research Grant, and then everyone draws the 1. So Elemental Subwave, Razor Ordnance, Quick Insight, Recharge Mode, and Isothermic Transducer, and then we draw Fleet of Foot. And then we External Combust, and then we hit... Well, the order again didn't actually matter because we couldn't hit Voss. No ongoings to destroy. Let me get the grenade launcher. So, I do have, like... I don't know. I said it was a bad thing to do, but at least, you know, waiting 1 round to play these gets me a 3rd onboard module installation. And I mean, the cards I had weren't bad. I got the, like, the next draw was the Isothermic Transducer, right? So I want that eventually. So I'll get the Isothermic out. I need to get that out so I can properly take advantage of fire damage. And then I can hit the Genebound Shock Infantry with this. So that's good. We get the Impale. Never mind, that wasn't actually the next draw. And then the Targeting Innocence. But now he's only playing 1 card, which is another Genebound Shock Infantry. So that's fine. This 2 is transmuting out. Targeting Innocence was the worst target, because this is 4 to everyone versus 3 to everyone. So we're going to hit you. This is... The order here doesn't fully matter, but we'll hit 0 first, because then Targeting Innocence can get hit again. And then choose for me. So... So Lightning Slash will do 4. Razor Ordnance can do 2. Grenade Launcher can do 1. That's gonna do... That will take out Targeting Innocence. The next environment play we know is Hostage Situation, though, so... If I don't want that to come out just yet, I'm going to have to Adhesive Foam Grenade. which means Bunker isn't going to do anything else this turn. So we knew that Fleet of Foot was going to get Tachyon a HUD goggles. You could probably just quick insight for her on her turn. I think Coolant Blast is going to be good. We've been dealt 5 fire damage. Okay, so this will do 4 when it transmutes out. So I could opt not to Lightning Slash the targeting Innocence if I wanted to. I could also keep the targeting Innocence in so it hits 0. Let me double check this one. When does this... I'm pretty sure I know what it does. It's since the end of your last turn. Okay. So I think we're going to keep the targeting Innocence in, and it's going to hit 0 for 4, and then 0 hits it for 3. So I just have to do 4 damage to it, which could be done by either Lightning Slash or Coolant Blast. So it might be better to try to set it up for 0 to basically take out everyone. So Lightning Slash or Coolant Blast will do 4, so I can get the Conqueror down to 6. And then Razor Ordnance will take it down to 4. Lightspeed Barrage is not going to be the best, or it's not even going to be able to hit the TCF Conqueror. And Grenade Launcher is only going to do 1. And I want to get Coolant Blast out. So I don't know that there's actually a way to get the TCF Conqueror out this turn, other than, well, into the Stratosphearing, but that's a waste. I'm not really worried about the Jinbon Shock Infantry. We're managing. At least I don't feel like we're going to die on the next turn. I think getting him flipped immediately was a bad plan. If I get out Smoke Bombs, is that going to somehow help? I don't think it will, because the Genebound Firesworn hits the highest. Actually, if I get it out, then the TCF Conqueror can redirect. The 3 will redirect to 0, hopefully for 2. Oh no, actually no, it has to redirect to 0. That's going to be rather difficult, considering we're trying to get him to take a lot of fire damage. We have to keep 0 alive, by the way. Yeah, I don't really see a means of getting out the TCF Conqueror this round. So Grenade Launcher is not really going to be worth it. So I should Adhesive Foam Grenade so I can at least play cards for the next round. I do not remember what your next play was. It might have been the Genebound Guard. The Quark Drive Translocator came out at some point. But at least I know Forced Deployment wasn't one of the first several plays, so I know it's not yet coming. But what? Alright, I'm still indecisive here, but... if I'm not getting out the TCF Conqueror this round, what should I do instead? I can play Shielding Winds and destroy it. I can play Elemental Subwave Inducer and destroy it. And try to get Cleansing Downpour for next round. Hopefully with the targeting Innocence and the TCF Conqueror, Coolant Blast next round is going to be really OP. So I'm gonna play Shielding Winds and destroy it. So we get the Vicious Cyclone, the Grievous Hailstorm, the Otherworldly Resilience, and another Shielding Winds. So we didn't get the Cleansing Downpour yet, but we have Fleet of Foot and Tachyon's power. I don't want to make a computer because we're relying on that damage to take out the Targeting Innocence. Throwing Knives is not going to deal damage currently, so Smoke Bombs. And then Razor Ordnance. Double check this. I've been dealt 5 fire damage. So 0 is going to do 4 with that, which will take Targeting Innocence down to 3, and then when Targeting Innocence hits him for 4, we'll be able to take it out. So we're going to use this on the TCF Conqueror, because that's the deadlier threat than the Genebound Shock Infantry. We get the Infrared Eyepiece. So here is Fleet of Foot. We get the Cleansing Downpour, there it is. There's the Suture Self, HUD Goggles, which we're going to play, Upgrade Mode, Onboard Module Installation. Oh no, I can't play Coolant Blast because it's going to get destroyed! Oh, baby! I forgot about that fact. I could play Research Grant and have that get destroyed instead, because Tachyon's not doing anything else. So here, destroy the Research Grant. Now it's safe. Alright. Plan saved. Electrical Storm. Micro-targeting computer. Hypersonic Assault. Turret mode. Isothermic Transducer. And then a Sonic Vortex. Alright, so Adhesive Foam Grenades so we can last one more round. No ongoings to destroy. Turret mode. Yeah, that was equipment. And okay. So Coolant Blast to hit Targeting Innocence. Get the Cryo Chamber. Targeting Innocence hits 0. 0 hits Targeting Innocence. Environment cannot play cards. Destroy Research Grant. Genebound Soldier, alright. 0. Actually, no, well, no. I can't set this up. They're all equally highest. Oh. Okay, I currently can't hit 0 because Smoke Bombs is going to redirect it. I can hit someone else and then hit 0. But I can't set it up for Smoke Bombs to redirect to 0 is what I was initially upset about. But I should hit someone else and then I can hit 0. I do need to do this. And then I can hit the TCF Conqueror. Woohoo! Maybe I didn't need to do that. Well, how much have you been dealt right now? 7? Perfect. You can take out the TCF Conqueror this round. Yes! Who has the highest? We'll go with Wraith. Who is the highest? We'll go with Tempest. Alright. I am thinking of Cleansing Downpour. TCF Conqueror is taken care of. Micro-targeting computer will take out the Genebound Shock Infantry. That just leaves the Genebound Soldier. I could Sonic Vortex the Genebound Soldier if I want to. But it's only doing 2, so it's not a big deal. The Genebound Shock Infantry is the bigger deal. The goal is to, you know, survive, so we're going to now heal. Because now when the TCF Conqueror is down, we'll finally be able to do things. Bear in mind, I can't play cards next round, so... But yeah, well, micro-targeting computer. Now Wraith can deal damage. Real damage. And we draw an infrared eyepiece number 2. Alright. 2 card plays. Quick Insight's probably the better plan. 2 burst cards in my trash. So let's get the Quick Insight out. We draw Accelerated Assault, Fleet of Foot, and Sucker Punch. So discard 2. I was going to keep a hold of Sucker Punch, but I should not need it now. And then Accelerated Assault. And then I can play Fleet of Foot, Aquatic Correspondence, Grappling Hook, Accelerated Assault, Recharge Mode, and Null Point Calibration Unit. I don't really want to waste my Sonic Vortex. I mean, I'm going to be able to hit anything for 3 that I want to, but I don't want to waste it just to hit one thing for 1, or one thing for 3. But bear in mind, I can't play cards next round. So I'm gonna put out research. No, never mind. I was gonna put out research grants so I would have a power use, but I forgot about my base power. So, So bearing in mind I can't play cards next round. The only means of getting out the Gene-Bound Soldier is either through Zero's powers, and Coolant Blast is not going to be as useful starting next round. So I'm gonna go ahead and Sonic Vortex, because I have a Reclaim from the Deep at least, so I can get it back. Oh no, I can't actually take it out. Just kidding. Rip. If I do this 2, and Bunker does 1 with Grenade Launcher, I just need to do 3 to it. I don't know, that's not going to be super useful. Now that this is my second attempt, so I can actually rewind now. But I mean, yeah. It's my second attempt. This doesn't even give me a warning on rewind, so I can go ahead and rewind. Near mint is either retry on your first game or getting out on your second or third, I think. So what was it? It was Quick Insight, draw these 3, and then discard Accelerated, and Sucker Punch. Play Fleet of Foot, get the Aquatic Correspondence, Grappling Hook, Accelerated Assault, Recharge Mode, Null Point Calibration Unit. So if I don't play Sonic Vortex, I could instead play Nimble Strike. It's not going to do damage, but I get a card out of it, which is another Nimble Strike. Woohoo! And now everyone can draw a card. Lightning Slash, Trust Fund, Synaptic Interruption, Grenade Launcher, Frostbound Drain. If I knew that Frostbound Drain was coming out, I might have been able to set up for the TCF Conqueror to go down, but I don't know. Too late. Grenade Launcher. Actually, no. Wait. Right, I might as well play it because it's... If I play Recharge Mode, I'll draw 3 cards next round. If I play Grenade Launcher, I can't actually hit anything of value right now. Yeah, I'm trying to... You don't normally play Recharge Mode because it sucks so much. But hey, Gatling Gun and Heavy Plating. Alright. So what do I want to play? Oh, right. It's at this point that I do this. I get the Focused Apertures. We'll put the Null Point in play. Null Point, draw Coolant Blast. Put an Isothermic in hand. On point, draw Focused Apertures. Put a Null Point into hand. So knowing that I can't play a card next round, I could get Focused Apertures out, and then his base power is going to do 3, or at least it will do 2 plus 1 minus 1, so it will at least help a bit. I didn't actually draw Thermal Shockwave though, so that's not as good. I could also get, well, Null Point is not going to be useful for a while, whereas Focused Apertures will be useful in the near future. And now I can take out the TCF Conqueror. Alright. Alright. I've lasted longer than the previous game. Now the Quark Drive Translocator, which is not going to act immediately. This one doesn't matter. I mean, it sort of doesn't, but I mean, the other one's going to the other target anyway. Can't play cards, regain HP. So we actually gained HP this round for once. Alright, so... the unfortunate thing is I'm not going to be able to take out the Quark Drive Translocator this round. Yeah. Well, I'll just hit it anyway, because I don't want to take out the Fire Swarm, because it can still at least give us some utility. And I can't hit the Gene-Bound Soldier, so... Inventory Barrage. Can't play cards. This is better than skipping. Shielding Winds. Impromptu Invention, pushing the limits. Turret Mode, and Null Points. And Sucker Punch. I can't play cards, and there's no ongoings to destroy, so I'm going to keep Recharge Mode in play, and I get to draw 3 cards. So Flat Cannon, Maintenance Unit, Upgrade Mode. I have now a lot of modes in my hand. His deck was pretty full of modes on the top, so there were 7 modes out of 14 cards. I have been dealt no fire damage, so this is better than my base power. And at least with focused apertures, it's going to do the damage it advertises. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Now I know the next card play on the environment is Close Quarters Combat. Alright, so we're all discarding a card. So remembering that... Alright, we'll discard a Shielding Winds because I have 2 of those. Equipments are not going to get destroyed this game, so I'm going to discard a Razor Ordnance. Getting a Burst into the trash is a bit better. Accelerated Assault is not going to have immediate use. Equipments at least can be drawn via... Do I not have the card? Oh, Decommissioned Hardware. Yeah, I didn't draw it. That's right. But at least it can be drawn, so I can put something in the trash that can be drawn back later anyway. So I could take a duplicate into the trash, so I could decide not to do it, or... No, I'll do a duplicate. In fact, I have multiple of these, so we'll discard one of those. And I can put the Cryo Chamber into trash, because Modular Realignment will let me draw for it. Alternatively, I could put Null Point in the trash. Except no, it's not going to be immediately useful because of Close Quarters Combat coming out. But I'm still going to put Cryo Chamber, I think. Because I can modular realign for it. With that, we have now lasted longer than the previous game. There's a minion, so the Quark Drive acts, and it puts out this one. So let's try to keep 0 the highest, if we can. Alright. Again, we profit damage. Electrical Storm's not going to be useful. I can Lightning Slash the Quark Drive Translocator. Actually, no, I can't. I can lightning slash the Genebound Guard. I could also, well, I've already done damage to it, so it'd be a waste. I could into the Stratosphere, the Quark Drive, but I'm not too concerned about that at this point. I could Grievous Hailstorm. Actually, no, I forgot about Cramped Quarters Combat. This will do 2 to all. But I don't want... Well, no, actually it's not going to do 2 to all because the Genebound Guard. It's going to do 1 to all. I could into the Stratosphere the Guard. But no, that's still the same issue. But no, actually, I could Lightning Slash the Quark Drive. If I really wanted to. Oh, micro-targeting computer is not going to be good this round. This is a rather boring game. Sorry. I feel rather like... I feel like I'm sluggishly trying to get set up. Like, I want to get set up, but I'm currently still playing one-shots in order to deal with the villain cards. So, is there a way I can circumvent that somehow? I still have Sonic Vortex. It's going to do 3+1 damage at base. No, 3+1 minus 1. It's going to do 3 damage unless I take out the Genebound Guard. And then I can use that to wrap up any damage. I could also... Like, if I use Razor Ordnance to hit the Genebound Guard, this is going to do 3+1 minus 2, so 2, but then Sonic Vortex would take out the Genebound Guard. And then I can get the Quark Drive down to 1. Yeah, so I don't need to Lightning Slash. I'm not going to be able to deal any damage to Voss until he flips, because he's going to have permanent -3, as Nepicross pointed out a long time ago. So I think in the interest of progressing, I should play a card that's going to have utility. And I think the Otherworldly Resilience. I like damage resistance on heroes. And then I can Cleansing Downpour. Also, bear in mind that Absolute Zero is the highest right now, and I don't know what the next environment card is. I know that soon he's gonna play the other spaceship that's gonna search for cards from his trash, but we have another elemental subwave inducer. All right. This is gonna shuffle her deck, but I'm gonna impromptu invent. We get a combat stance, and I want to get Utility Belt in play, because this will give me more options. In fact, I could Infrared Eyepiece, and I'll know exactly what his next play will be across the next 3 turns. So that would be a bit more useful, I think. Yeah, so in the interest of, you know, getting better set up. So we will hit the Genebound Guard and not kill it because of damage resistance. But I can now look at the top 2 cards of the villain deck. We have a Genebound Guard and a First Lieutenant Victor. So this is going to be another damage reduction, but it's not actually going to hurt us. The First Lieutenant Victor isn't also going to hit us, but it's also not damage reduction. The Genebound Firesworn is going to hit 0 unless the environment does something that would hit people, which I don't think there is. So this is going to hit 0 for 2+1, which is 3, and he's going to be able to take 3 out to Victor. So Well, if I put the guard on top, then he's going to end up in the trash. So I'm going to put Victor on top, and then the guard's on the bottom. And we get another smoke bombs. And a micro-targeting computer. Alright, so push the limits. This is actually really good, because she's going to do herself 1. So pushing the limits with Cleansing Downpour, she's still gaining 1 HP per round. So that's a really good card to get out. So now, 2 card plays still. So Sonic Vortex was going to happen at some point, so I might as well start with that. Hit the Genebound Guard to get rid of this damage reduction. And then hit the Quark Drive Translocator because you're a douchebag. And then hit this minion. And then the Genebound Ion Lancer. And I want to keep this guy, and I can't. Oh my god! First blood, guys! First blood! Oh yeah! Alright, I feel happy now. We are now 1.3% of the way done! Woohoo! And I can actually hypersonic assault now, but I don't really care for that. I could Nimble Strike to take out the Quark Drive Translocator, but then Zero won't have a use for his power. So I think getting a Synaptic Interruption in play, so I can redirect damage sometime in the future. And then everyone draws cards like Electrical Storm and Mega Computer and Supersonic Response and Decommissioned Hardware and Impale. And we get another Sonic Vortex and a Blinding Speed. Alright. I think I want to destroy Recharge Mode, and I'm going to put out Upgrade Mode because I don't have a use for Bunker's powers except for maybe HP Recovery, which doesn't matter. And I can get out Gatling Gun this round. We have lots of cards, so I can fund it easily. So we'll destroy Recharge Mode. And we'll put out Upgrade Mode. And Gatling Gun. And we will draw Flat Cannon. And we will discard a card like Flat Cannon, because I already have another one. So this is probably a good opportunity to get out Null Point. Like, I'm going to Impale Voss at some point, but it's not going to do damage for a while. And Cold Snap is going to do indiscriminate damage, which will hit the Genebound Firesworn. I don't want to get that out until we're ready to flip Voss as well. And Sub-Zero Atmosphere, I could get out, and it's actually good for this side of Voss. But it will have to get destroyed at some point. And we do have a lot of means of destroying ongoings, so I could get it out now. And then whatever he plays, which is First Lieutenant Victor, isn't going to act. But First Lieutenant Victor doesn't act, and that was going to... The Firesworn is going to hit Zero, who is going to hit First Lieutenant Victor currently. So I'll get out the Null Point. And these are both non-hero targets, and I've been dealt no fire damage. So I'm just going to do this. Alright. You have successfully destroyed the Quark Drive Translocator. And we are in a much more stable position. And there's a field freeze. So I could get out whatever the card was. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard one card to destroy this card. Tachyon is always a good choice for this, provided she has a burst, which she has several. So Tachyon, Sucker Punch. Alright, we're doing pretty well. Because now we have control over the villain. And we have HP recovery. So yeah, it's definitely way smarter to not flip Voss immediately. And I have an Into the Stratosphere, so I can freeze him for one round if he decides to be a douche nozzle. So again, interests of developing or progressing, I will get out Grievous Hailstorm. I think. I don't want to get out Electrical Storm. Although this is currently going to do 0 to everyone, so it's not that dangerous. I could get an elemental subwave inducer. I sort of... Actually, this will... I mean, I sort of like this because it gives damage reduction. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I like damage reduction, especially in marathon games. It sort of makes for boring overall play. Vicious Cyclone should be played at some point. Shielding Winds, there isn't going to be something that's doing that much damage, I don't think. Except for possibly Absolute Zero. Who doesn't want that, really. Well, I guess he might. But we don't have Thermal Shockwave yet, so it doesn't matter. And it's not in your trash. I don't know. I feel like Grievous Hailstorm is going to be a bit better because it's definite damage. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then again, Cleansing Downpour. Alright, and we have an Otherworldly Resilience again. Alright, so getting out equipments for Wraith is pretty good. Because we'll be able to destroy them with Inventory Barrage, especially if we decide to wail on Voss. So I'll get out a second Infrared Eyepiece because I don't need her to deal damage just yet. We'll look at the top 2 cards of the villain deck. We have the TCF Stalwart, and we have a Field Lieutenant Tamar. I don't want the TCF Stalwart to come out because it's going to be hard to kill, and it's going to search the villain trash for minions. So we're going to put Field Lieutenant Tamar on top. We draw a Throat Jab. And I'm fine with Field Lieutenant Tamar because it's damage reduction, but I'm currently just killing time. Yeah, so I don't need to do a second Infrared Eyepiece. It would give me a card draw though, but I don't want I mean, I could opt to put Field Lieutenant Tamar back on top, I guess. The thing is, Zero's capable of taking out Field Lieutenant Victor on his own. I don't need to worry about that. So yeah, I guess we'll just do this because it'll give me more cards. The Genebound Frosthound. Currently it's going to heal 0, but it's going to hit everyone else. No, I'm going to stick with Tamar, especially because I don't want more minions in the trash. We get the Mega Computer and a Stun Bolt. We will deal this damage because it's... Oh. Because it's 2 with Victor. Oops. That's fine. I have been dealt damage by Freedom 6 Tachyon, so Supersonic Response, not wholly useful. Nothing to destroy with Blinding Speed. Accelerated Assault's not going to hit anything, but it is a burst. Hypersonic Assault's not going to hit anything. Lightspeed Barrage or Hoarding. Nimble Strike isn't going to hit anything, but it's a card draw. Research Grant is an ongoing for fodder and Sonic Vortex. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this for fodder reasons. Or not fodder, but burst reasons. And then Nimble Strike for the card draw. I probably should have started with this, because then I would have had another option. Get another Pushing the Limits. I'm going to put Research Grant out just because it's an ongoing that could be destroyed. But I like Team Leader. Alright, there's the Genebound Shackles. We're going to play that very soon. Impromptu Invention is good. Blinding Speed, Recharge Mode, Modular Realignment, and then Lightning Reflexes and Synaptic Interruption. No. Because I can still hit things. Nice. The reason for no is because I can play more cards. I'm still trying to get set up. So Heavy Plating And then flak cannon. And we draw adhesive foam grenade. And discard 1 for Gatling gun. Oh, I don't have a grenade launcher in play. I discarded it. Well, I don't know, it's still more useful. Well, we have 2 of these. We'll discard 1. Alright, not cold snap. You have a coolant blast. Not frostbound drain. Not field freeze. Not impale. Not modular realignment. Sub-zero atmosphere. Because... no, that's not going to be useful yet as well. So I think we'll just take this opportunity to impale Voss. And then I will hit Victor. Alright. This is a slow burn, but we're progressing. Believe it or not. We're gaining HP. We're getting cards. Oh, another hostage situation. Okay. We're not playing cards this round. Alright. So bear in mind there is DR2 right now. Should be okay. Alright, so again, look at the top 2 cards. Genebound Banshee versus Genebound Psyweaver. This one hits the hero with the most ongoing cards for 3. Does it tell me who this is? No, it doesn't. So that's 3. That's 1. That's 3. Whereas this is hitting everyone for 2. So I think the Banshee's a bit better. Get utility belt. I'm fine with the Banshee. Because I do need to be able to whittle down Field Lieutenant Tamar with DR2. Get the grappling hook. Yes. Especially since I can't play cards, but I can still draw 3 at the end of my turn. Localized Hurricane is good. Combat Stance, Pushing the Limits, Gatling Gun, Sub-Zero Atmosphere, and Hypersonic Assault, and Synaptic Interruption. Her deck is down to 11 cards, so soon she's not really wanting to draw cards. I don't want to destroy Upgrade Mode, unless I intend on using powers, in which case I do need to destroy it. But I'm still doing 2 -2 with Gatling Gun. So that's not super useful. But if I'm going to play 2 more cards on his next turn, then I want to keep Upgrade Mode. Yeah, we'll keep it. And then we'll fail to hit someone. But I can draw 2. Ammo drop, ammo drop. We'll lose one of those. This hits Seafers. -1, can't play cards. I have not been dealt fire damage, so we'll try to hit Tamar for 1. And we get Field Freeze. Alright. I think I'm almost at the point where I'm ready to flip Voss. Yes. Especially since I'm at the point where revealing all of my cards is slowing things down. Alright, we'll get rid of an Elemental Subwave Inducer. Yeah, we already have we already have a micro-targeting computer. We can lose that one. Burst is a good idea. We'll get a Gatling gun. I already have one. And I'll just put a null point in there because I can modular realign if I need to, but I already have one anyway. This is going to try to hit Voss and fail. Alright, so then now, here's what's happening. That's hitting Wraith, who is considered to have the most cards in play. It's either Tempest or Tachyon, but Tempest has damage reduction and has higher HP, at least. So first I'm going to Genebound Shackles. And I'm going to Cleansing Downpour because we have enough damage on our team. Alright, now our HP is pretty good, so I don't really have to keep Cleansing Downpouring, but I can get out, like, something next turn. But Impromptu Invention, we draw an infrared eyepiece. I'm going to get out Stun Bolt, and actually I'm going to put out 2 Stun Bolts. This will lose me the ability to control Voss's deck, but once I do decide to flip Voss, I can at least reduce his damage on his flip side by 2, which will help a bit. Reveal the top 2 cards of his deck. There's the Force Deployment, but we'll get out another Genebound Firesworn and at least put the Force Deployment on the bottom so we have time to deal with it. And a Throat Jab. This is going to take out the Genebound Banshee, so I can go ahead and do that. And there's another micro-targeting computer. Alright, so I don't have to actually hit myself unless I have 3 cards to play, or 2 cards to play. Because I could play Pushing the Limits on her turn. But we have Blinding Speeds, but I want to keep the police back up. Hypersonic Assault's not going to go through. Lightning Reflexes would let me play more than 1 card. Lightspeed Barrage for Hoarding. Sonic Vortex I don't need to play. And I have 2 Synaptic Interruptions, but I already have 1 in play. So I can go ahead and destroy this and put out the other one. And then these 2, because I forgot even playing it lets me play another one after that. So now we have 3 Synaptic Interruptions, so we're doing pretty well. Chain Lightning, Trust Fund, Lightning Reflexes, Flat Cannon, Modular Realignment, and we draw a Hypersonic Assault and a Blinding Speed. Alright. I'm guessing her other 2 Lightspeed Barrages are at the bottom of her deck. No. Try to hit you and fail. Alright, we already have a Flat Cannon out. So if I want to try to get Turret Mode out next round. So with Turret Mode, I can have Grenade Launcher and Flat Cannon dealing damage. I don't need Maintenance Unit. We're doing pretty well on HP. So we'll get out Grenade Launcher. Oh, I would really like to have your Omni Cannon, which I have yet to draw, unfortunately. I'll get out Ammo Drop, though. And we get an Upgrade Mode, and we'll discard a Flat Cannon. Alright. Still have yet to get your Thermal Shockwave. I can onboard module installation, though. We get another Isothermic, and there are no module cards in my deck. Alright. They're all here. If I get out Cryo Chamber, actually, I would hit myself for -1 fire. Actually, -2, damn. And then 0. No, wait, no, never mind. Field Lieutenant Tamar reduces damage to villain targets. So 1 + 1. No, 1 - 2 is -1. 1 + 1 - 1. No, 1 + 1 + 1 - 1 is 2. I would gain 2 HP getting out Cryo Chamber. What did we put on the top of your deck? A Firesworn. Okay. This would do 2 - 1 to you. Yeah, I'm going to modular realign to get the Cryo Chamber in play. And now the Fire Sworns are going to go after 0, but they'll only hit him for 1. So that's pretty good. Alright. We know entirely what Zero's next play is. There's the Omni Cannon. Alright. I think Bunker's going to keep one more round in recharge mode. Or upgrade mode, rather. And there's a Cold Snap. Alright. I think we're about starting to get ready to get things done. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals the 2 targets with highest HP 5 melee damage each. Okay. Genebound Firesworn. So this is actually going to hit for 1. But I can keep hitting myself? I would regain 2. Yeah. We'll keep the Firesworns out. They're fine. I would be able to hit Voss, but it's fine. Alright. So now I can finally... I mean, I've had this forever, but I can Vicious Cyclone Voss. So... one thing to bear in mind. So this is going to do 1 to all. I don't think we really need to heal anymore, though. I think we're fine on healing. So we've done a lot of infrared eyepieces. So what's the bottom of his deck looking like? We have 1 Forced Deployment somewhere down there. We have a Genebound Frosthound somewhere down there. We have a Genebound Guard somewhere down there. We have a TCF Stalwart somewhere down here. So we still have a Quark Drive, a Genebound Soldier, Genebound Bionaut, and 2 more Forced Deployments coming out. But with Field Freeze, I should actually be able to deal with everything except for the Genebound Frosthounds that are in here, which is totally fine. So I think I'm about ready to get him to flip. So do I wish to hit the Firesworns for 1? Or are we capable of having other people do that? Sonic Vortex is going to do 2. So are other people... So I want to spend another round in recharge or upgrade modes, so you're not going to be able to do things. What are you going to do? We're going to get out your Cold Snap, I think, for more damage on your next round, because we've still yet to get the thing. We'd never played Sub-Zero Atmosphere. That's fine. Impale. I could... Oh yeah, I can multiple Impale. This is not limited. Whereas Cold Snap is just 1. Ooh. I could Impale on your turn. But we're gonna get an Omni Cannon. And we're probably gonna Adhesive Foam Grenade. Because I don't want Paparazzi on the scene to come out. That's going to screw up almost everything. So yeah, I'm still sort of thinking. I can Blinding... No, I'm not really worried about the damage from Plummeting Monorail. I probably should have spit out the damage from Absolute Zero on the Firesworns. In fact, yeah, because then I can have the Monorail hit Bunker. I think. Yeah. I can go ahead and rewind and fix this, so we'll do that. And now Sonic Vortex will go ahead and take out the Firesworns. And the Plummeting Monorail is going to try to hit Bunker. Or it will hit Bunker, which is fine. Alright, so now, Vicious Cyclone is the best bet on Voss. And now I don't need to Grievous Hailstorm, so I can go ahead and let us just heal. All that just so I didn't have to Grievous Hailstorm, but... I mean, this is... whatever. Still a bit better, I think. Alright. So I think our plan is going to be to double stun Volt Voss. When he flips, he's going to hit the highest for 4 and the lowest for 3. The highest is going to be... So after the monorail goes, the highest is going to be 0. Or Wraith. But if I hit 0 for 4... then he's going to be the lowest as well. So he's going to hit 0 for 3 minus 1, which is 2. Which at least lets me have options with what to do with that 2. So I might not actually want to stun Bolt Voss. I could get out throwing knives. I mean, in general, getting out equipment is a better bet. So first, let's decide what equipment to play. We have throwing knives, we have mega computers, plural, we have another infrared eyepiece. So let's go and get out a throwing knives. An infrared eyepiece is not going to be as useful because he's playing 2 cards. I can cheat and look at the top 2 cards of his deck. And then if I like both of them, I can undo the power. But no, we're not going to cheat that way. I mean, the only thing that will stink is if the G-Bound Guard comes out. But I think we put it on close to the bottom of his deck. So we have a couple rounds before it's going to come out anyway. If I stun Bolt Voss, so let's see. 16... Actually, no, because the plummeting monorail is going to hit Bunker for 15. No, 16, because he has DR. He's going to put him down to 16, so Voss can safely hit 0 for 3, but... Oh, I can actually... I don't need Sonic Vortex. I think I'm going to... Throwing Knives. Actually, here. Here's what we're going to do. Alright. You draw a card. You draw a card. And then we can hit Voss. And I got another adhesive foam grenade, but I don't want to... I don't... okay. I'm going to Razor Ordnance Voss. Because now we've destroyed all the minions, so it's just 1 damage resistance, which is fine. Suture Self gets drawn. I can keep this for 1 round. Whoops, nope, did not want to do that. I hit the wrong button. I can keep this because it's only 1 damage. So Hypersonic Assault's not going to go through. Blinding Speed. I actually want the monorail to hit Voss. Lightning Reflexes. Actually, I don't really have cards to play. So I didn't actually have to hit myself. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Sonic Vortex, because I have multiple... Well, nah. Nah, I don't want to play Blinding... I mean, I could take out the Plummeting Monorail to increase Lightning Speed Barrage's damage by 1, but I think the Monorail is going to do more overall, so... And I have no other bursts. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy this one and play another one. And I'm going to keep the Sonic Vortex. I have lots of card plays with these double lightning reflexes, so that's fine. And then we can all draw cards. Another Grievous Hailstorm, Impromptu Invention, Supersonic Response, Maintenance Unit, Modular Realignment, and Sucker Punch. And Hug Goggles. Okay, that's not super useful. It feels like literally the bottom 2 cards per deck are Lightspeed Barrages. But what can you do? Alright, so we're gonna get out Omni Cannon. I could keep recharge mode, play Omni Cannon, and Adhesive Foam Grenade, and then I still don't have to worry about the environment. That's probably a bit better. We'll hit Voss for as much as we can, though. Did someone say double impale on Voss? What? I've been dealt 2 fire damage, so these are both the same. Order does not matter. Alright, so now for the first time I don't know what Voss is playing. Forced deployment. Oh, shit! Smoke bombs! No! Here, I'm gonna cheat because I was not planning on smoke bombs. I forgot about smoke bombs! Whatever. It's fine. And then Genebound Soldier, who hits 0. Alright, so there's a forced deployment out there. But I can discard 3, so... That one. That one. This is limited, so we'll discard that one as well. And with one forced deployment out there, I'm just gonna into the stratosphere. So now we know what's happening the next card play. And then Grievous Hailstorm is gonna be a bit better. This is not gonna kill the Genebound Soldier, but it's still way more damage to Voss, like 4 damage. Alright. If all goes well, we're winning the next round. Alright. What's in my deck? Another Stun Bolt. That's certainly going to power the thingamabobber that does the doohickey. So we'll put that in play. I'm still fine with the plummeting monorail going after Voss, so I'm not going to Mega Computer. But I'll get out this other infrared eyepiece. So no, we will do this to Voss. Actually, no, never mind. Never mind. I have throwing knives. This is better if I take out the minion first. Nope, you're immune to projectile. Just kidding, Raffle JK. This is so much easier when I have undo. It's not fair. Alright, so you're immune to melee, to projectiles, so Zero's gonna have to deal with you, which is fine. So... yeah. Razor Ordnance. And then Stun Bolt, I think, is the better option. I wanted to utilize, like, Fire Redirection Hijinks, but it didn't work as well as I would have liked it to, so... Utility Belt. I mean, that's... yeah. I'm drawing 3 cards this round, so if I don't draw any... well, at least one of them is either Fleet of Foot or a Lightspeed Barrage or a Quick Insight. So in some order, things are going to be nice. If one of them is a Quick Insight, though, I can't draw 3 because I'll be drawing 3 this round, and then 3 more will shuffle the deck. Actually, no, I'm gonna Sonic Vortex. No, I'm gonna Sucker Punch. Ta-da! Then, I've been dealt damage by Freedom 6 Tachyon. Rip. Then I'm gonna Hypersonic Assault. No, I want the Plummeting Monorail to hit the guy, and I don't want a Blinding Speed unless there's ongoings I can safely destroy. Which I do, actually. But I'm gonna Supersonic Response. And then one more card play, so I'm gonna go ahead and Blinding Speed. I'm gonna keep those. But I have lots of these to destroy. Oh, actually, ooh. I could keep Upgrade Mode, play Adhesive Foam Grenade, and Turret Mode. So not only does the environment not play things, but I still get the benefits of Turret Mode. So no, I'm not destroying Turret Mode this way. I could destroy Research Grant. Yeah, we'll do that, because I know I'm not going to use that one. The other ones could have uses. Oh yeah, and this power. Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. Alright, we're fine. Gene-Bound Shackles, Trust Fund, Light Speed Barrage, Ammo Drop, Focused Apertures. And now we draw Hug Goggles, Quick Insight. No! No! Because these are the other two. I want both of them. No. Hit Voss. Yes, move up to 3 cards. I mean, I can go ahead and put these because I'm going to use Field Freeze to destroy any ongoings. And then Adhesive Foam Grenade. And ba-ba-da-ba, Turret Mode. Woohoo! Now face my wrath. Whoa! Whoa! Oh yeah, order. Whoa! Alright, I think we're very close to winning, my friends. Especially because we're going to do this hijink that I don't frequently do. But I should do, because this doubles up. And now Coolant Blast, I've been dealt 3 fire damage. Coolant Blast is better! Yeah! And actually now Plummeting Monorail is not going after Voss. Oops. Oops. I got kind of excited. It's okay. And then there's the force deployment, and then there's... Oh, right. Oh yeah! Suck on it, Voss! Oh, but because of this stun bolt, we didn't actually... Okay. Stun bolt wasn't the wise play after all. Quark Drive. Oh, look how much I care right now. In fact, you didn't play a minion, so I'm sorry, but you're dead. You are so dead. You are dead. Oh. Sorry, that was loud. Quark Drive Translocator is now the highest HP target, you piece of shit. Sorry, I shouldn't have yelled like that, but whatever. Screw you. Lightning Slash. Dead. 1. Yeah. And this helped with my achievement for Settle the Scores, because now I have 3 out of 10 for that. But... whew, there we have it. So, as long as you're willing not to flip Voss for the sake of better development, then you can deal with this one shot. But flipping him right away was a terrible plan. I mean, ordinarily, like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but with on advanced rules, giving him extra power plays, or extra card plays on his turn is not a wise plan. It really isn't. Like, reducing damage dealt by heroes by 1 does suck, but these heroes, except for Tachyon, have ways of getting around that. Like, Wraith with micro-targeting computer still has damage dealt +1. Absolute Zero with focused apertures has cold damage dealt +1. Tempest has a lot of cards that deal a lot of damage at once, like Lightning Slash or the other lightning one that does 4, 3, and 2. Chain Lightning, that's what it is. Bunker has a lot of means of dealing lots of damage at once. Tachyon, other than the cards that do damage based on the number of bursts in her trash, she's mostly doing 1 damage at once. But that worked fine in the end. I didn't get the mint, but now I've learned my lesson. Don't flip advanced Voss until you are properly set up. Cause like this is a good team, but I didn't play them well enough.